What's good, YouTube? It's Mamba.
Did you miss me?
Back with another NBA 2K26 old gen video for y'all, man. And look, this time it's gonna be a little bit different, man. This video is gonna be an educational video. So I hope y'all ready to take some notes. I hope y'all ready to learn how I make my builds, man. I probably shouldn't even be doing this because y'all gonna get the method and y'all ain't even gonna need my channel no more. But look, I feel like, you know, a lot of people struggle with making builds. I've been making builds for so long and just been learning how to prioritize certain attributes for so long, really since 2K20. This gameplay that you're seeing right now is from 2K20, from a couple of my builds from back in those days. Man, I miss them days. I miss that game so much. But I'm gonna be showing you the top 5 attributes that I see people prioritizing that are worthless. And I'm gonna be showing you the top 5 attributes that you should always prioritize if you wanna make an elite build, man. So look, lock in for me. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell so you're notified when I drop my next video, man. And drop a comment on the video. And let's get to it, man. So look, I'm just gonna start with a build that, you know, it don't matter. None of this matters. I'm just trying to go into the attributes. None of this matters. None of that matters. So number 5 is gonna be the thing that I think is the most worthless for you to prioritize, and number 1 is gonna be the 5th least worthy one. Either way, you'll understand whenever we get through. So number 1 is gonna be your vertical. Your vertical is something that I don't think anybody should care about. Now, if you have a high vertical, it does give you a different name. A lot of times you can get that high flyer build name, but it's not really as important as you think that it is. It doesn't really stop you from getting any animations as long as you have the certain drive and dunk to go with it. Whenever you put your drive and dunk up, whatever it stops at, that's where you should stop at, and just not worry about it. Or with your block, it'll affect your block too. But as far as you putting it up, it's not gonna make a difference to how good you block shots or how high you jump whenever you dunk. It's still gonna be the same. Number 2 is gonna be your steal. So with the steal, like I've said in a couple of my videos, man, steal is a choice. You don't have to press X or press square to go for a steal, or use that right stick to go for a steal. The most important thing is that you play good defense. And if you play good defense, have your hands up, put your opponent in a position where he has to shoot a tough shot, then you used your attributes well. You didn't have to worry about a steal. To get interceptor, you do need a high steal, and that's gonna help you pick off passes like you're a safety or a cornerback out there. But me personally, I wouldn't go past that 78 steal. Just get that interceptor on silver and you'll be good to go from there. You'll really be able to maximize your build and make your build a lot better if you just stay at that 78, or you just don't worry about it at all if you're not trying to get those pick off steals. Even with that, you don't have to get those pick off steals. You can just still hold good defense. And the lower your steal is, the more you can put to your perimeter defense, your block, interior defense, all of that, so you can actually play good defense and get defensive stops out there. Now, if you know how to time your steals, hey, be my guest, go ahead. But if you don't, and you end up going for a steal at the wrong time, then you're gonna be fouling out there. You're gonna be resetting the shot clock, or you could just get stuck where it's a you reach and I teach situation where your opponent just blows by you and get an easy lay or an easy dunk. Now, number 3 is gonna be standing dunk. Standing dunk is one of those things that if you're a tall build, if you're like 6'6" or taller, you don't have to put anything on your standing dunk and you will still get standing dunks just because of the height of your build. If you got a short build, I mean, you wasting attributes to put up your standing dunk, because why you worried about getting standing dunks on the 6'3" or 6'2", you know? It ain't gonna be worth it. Best thing you can do if you don't have a good close shot, then just pull the ball back out, reset, try to rock them, get to the goal, or step back, get a 3. Now, number 4, this is something that way too many people prioritize, is your free throw. You do not need to have a high free throw, man. Now, if you're playing in a rec, I understand you want to go to like a 80-something free throw, but there's no reason to be in the 90s. There's no reason at all to have a 99 free throw. Never, ever have a 99 free throw. You wasted so many attributes and your build is terrible just because you got 99 free throw. Your build is trash, garbaggio. just because of that 99 free throw. What I usually do is try to get it to like a 65, 63, something like that. It's really just depending on whatever my highest attribute in my mid-range or 3-point is. Wherever the mid-range or 3-point takes my free throw, that's where I'm gonna keep it at. Because for me personally, I don't play in the rec. Even when I'm playing in my career games, I really only shoot 3, so I'm not getting fouled anyway. There's no reason, man. If you get fouled in your my career games and you miss a free throw, you know, whoop-de-doo. Your teammate grade gonna go down just a little bit, but you can get it right back scoring and getting some assists. It's really no big deal. I think you might lose 1 or 2 VC, but come on, it's 1 or 2 VC. Never, ever, 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 ever prioritize your free throw, man. Keep it as low as possible at all times, because you're not shooting no free throws in the 1v1s. You're not shooting no free throws in the park. So that is number 4. And number 5 on the list of things that you should never prioritize is your stamina. Of course, stamina is a very important thing to have. If you have a low stamina, then you're not gonna be able to play out there. You're gonna be tired before you run up and down the court once. What I always do is try to keep it about an 88 to a 90. If I really just have that extra attributes where I can't put it nowhere else, I might go to a 92 or something like that. But you do not need to have a 99. Never, ever, ever do you need to have a 99. If anything, have a 95, because whenever you get your gym rat, it's going to increase all your physicals by 4 anyway, and you want to make sure you maximize your gym rat. You want to make sure that gym rat can increase every physical by 4, and if you already got it to a 99, then your gym rat didn't do anything. That's giving you at least one more attribute you could put somewhere else, and that could give you one more badge. That could upgrade something from silver to gold, or gold to Hall of Fame. Probably not gold to Hall of Fame, but definitely something bronze to silver or silver to gold if you just drop it down to something like a 90. A 94 is a great stamina to have, especially if you're getting your Gatorade boost, either buying them with VC or you're earning them through playing the game or getting them from your daily spin. I get Gatorade boost from my daily spin all the time, so that's definitely something to think about whenever you're making builds. And even if you go down to an 88, your gym rate goes to a 92, then that's still gonna be really solid, man. Like you can do a lot with that 92 stamina. Those are the 5 things that I would say you should never prioritize being in the high 90s or high 80s besides your stamina, because if you don't prioritize them being super high, then you'll be able to have an elite build out there, man. And now an honorable mention, pass accuracy. I've never really cared to have a really high pass accuracy. The only reason I have it high is just for badge points. So I'm gonna put up my ball handle to at least an 86. I want to get to a 75 speed with ball so I can get lightning launch on silver. If you go to a 76, you get another badge point. So that's why my meta is to have an 86 ball handle with a 76 speed with ball, 15 badge points just like that. From there, whatever you want to do with your pass accuracy, that's just increasing your badges. So if I have a build with a high pass accuracy, it's only because of the badge points. That's it. That's all. The lower your pass accuracy is, the slower that your passes will be. It's just one of them things that you just gotta eat. You know, you just gotta bite the bullet. You just gotta take the good with the bad, the sour with the sad, and just do what it do, man, because you can do so much more if you don't worry about your pass accuracy that much. But yeah, now with all of that out of the way, we can go ahead and get to the top 5 attributes that you should prioritize on almost all of your builds, because if you don't prioritize these, it's gonna be looking real sad out there. You're gonna be throwing controllers, you're gonna be putting your wallet into the game, you're gonna be spending money on the game for no reason. I would hate that for you. So the first thing that you want to be prioritizing is your speed with ball, which I already kind of talked about. Your speed with ball is going to be crucial for you to be shifty out there, to be able to get blow bys, be able to get a blow by to a step back so you can get a 3 off. Quick first step was the badge, now it's lightning launch, which is a little bit different than quick first step. I don't know why they took quick first step out, but man, I just had deja vu. Did I make a video like this in 2K25? Golly, I just had deja vu. But I'm seeing all the same badges. Oh my gosh. I guess this is how I know I'm supposed to be doing this, because man, deja vu is something else. But yeah, your speed with ball, that's what's going to help you get your lightning launch and your hyperdrive, which don't sleep on hyperdrive. Now, hyperdrive is a very important badge. You always want to be prioritizing your speed with ball. Now, me personally, like I said, I want to get to that 76 to get it on lightning launch on silver. Hyperdrive is already on gold. which is fantastic. But if you do have a build where you can get to an 86 and get your lightning launch on gold, then that's gonna be great. You only need a 90 speed with ball to get hyperdrive on Hall of Fame, but if you can get it to that 91, hey, you're cooking with some grease at that point. Let's go ahead and get to number 2, which is gonna be your ball handle. They right there, man. If you want to be able to get buckets out there, if you want to be able to score by yourself, play 1v1s, not have to worry about just catch and shoot. If you want to be able to get your own buckets out there, you gotta have a high ball handle. You gotta have a high speed with ball. So like I said earlier, 86, that's where I want to get with that ball handle. Now if you go to a 95, then you can get every single dribble sig, most everything. You got the Kyrie Irving dribble sigs at 90, you got Stephen Curry dribble sigs at 92, and then you got a Steve Francis signature size up, if I'm remembering correctly, at a 95. But if you're not worried about getting that Steve Francis, then you don't really have to go to a 95. But a 95 will give you ankle assassin on Hall of Fame. You got to go to a 99 ball handle for handles for days. So if you go into a 99 ball handle, you ain't gonna have no defense on the build. I'll tell you that right now. You probably ain't gonna have much finishing either. You just gonna be a straight play shot, which that's not my play style at all. So the highest that I would probably go is to a 92, but if you go to a 93, you do get that ankle assassin on gold. At a 94, you get that handles for days on gold. 95, you can get an extra badge. Well, I guess not. Yeah, I mean, you can, and you can do something like this with a 76 speed with ball and 95 ball handle. But I mean, of course, there's different ways you can do it. I'm just letting you know what's most important to prioritize. Like the lowest that I would go, like I said, is getting that 86 ball handle, because you got some fire dribble sigs with that 86. But if I'm remembering correctly, on 2K25, you can get handles for days higher at an 86. I'll have to go back and look at that. But for all of y'all still on 2K25, yeah, you already know how that 86 works. You already know how that 86 cooking up. That's number 2, man. We're gonna move on to number 3. The third most important thing I'm gonna say is your driving dunk. And the biggest thing with your driving dunk is gonna be your limitless takeoff, because of course your limitless takeoff is gonna increase the distance that you can go for a dunk attempt from the goal. So if you got it on Hall of Fame, like you can go for the dunk at the free throw line. Like you really out there like Jordan. If you got it on goal, you're gonna definitely have some good distance. A 93 is gonna give you some elite contact dunks. I probably should just put it in the video, because I'm up here trying to just remember off the top of my head. But if I just put it in the video, then y'all will see it. Need that 93 for those contact dunks right there, and to get gold posterizer. Now you don't necessarily need gold posterizer, because I mean you'll be pretty good. 89 is another contact dunk threshold. 87 is the starter contact dunk threshold. Now if you're under 6'5", you can get contact dunks at an 86. With all of those, you still gonna have a limitless on gold, posterizer on silver. So that's that right there. But the reason I said driving dunk is most important isn't even because of your contact dunks. It's because of the best dunk package that's been in the game for like 4 years now. If you go to that 80 driving dunk, you'll be able to get the quick drops off one, which has always been the most cheesy dunk package, and it's almost unstoppable to get blocked. And I'm pretty sure they still got the 75 with that LeBron James double clutch in the front. That's another one that's almost impossible to get blocked. But yeah, that's number 3, your driving dunk. Now number 4 is going to be your mid-range. Your mid-range is very important. Of course, if you want to shoot middies, if you want to shoot midi fades, if you want to shoot post fades on a big build, or even like a Kobe build, Vince Carter build, something like that, a Melo build, somebody that actually used to shoot post fades, that's gonna be muy importante for you. But the main thing for me, why I use a mid-range attribute, for one, is for badge points. For two, is gonna be for jump shot, because the higher your rating is in your mid-range or your 3 ball, that's going to affect your jump shot. And all you need is one of them to be at a certain level for you to unlock a jump shot. Like if you're looking for a jump shot where you need an 89 threshold, if it's a mid-range or a 3.89, then you're going to be able to unlock that jump shot. At a 78 mid-range or 3, you're going to get your silver set shot specialist. At an 89, it goes to gold. And then if you can get to a 90, that'll actually go to green machine is going to be Hall of Fame, and post fades is going to be Hall of Fame as well. But your green machine and your set shot specialist, those are going to be two of your biggest shooting badges. Shifty shooter is going to help if you want to take those fades, those moving shots. And then having that 90 is going to help you get to that dead eye. If you want to go to a 91, if you can go to a 91, you got dead eye on gold, shifty shooter on gold. See, this stuff makes an elite build. Just going off these attributes to make sure you get certain badges and to make sure you get badge points. And now I'm gonna just go ahead and move on to number 5 because it rolls on together. Your 3-point shot is going to be number 5, which is the most important thing that you want to maximize. But for instance, some like this, for me, this is how I would want to run something if I'm really trying to just maximize what I can do. You see, I got the 80 drive and dunk, 91 mid-range, a 78 3-ball, a 79 is going to help you to get corner specialist on gold. If you go to an 80, then that's going to give you 24 badges. And also, since we got past the 76, we got limitless range on bronze. And when I started out recording these top 5, I started with the 3-point. I had said so much on the 3-point, but I flipped my order. I wasn't supposed to start with the 3-ball, of course. That's why I didn't start it with the 3-ball. What I was saying, with me, I don't really care about limitless range that much. Now, limitless range is a fun badge. I'm glad that we've had it in the game for so long. It's still 3 points, whether you at the 3-point line or whether you at half court. It's still the same 3 points. So I just want to be able, I can have my feet right there touching the line, almost like KD was back in the playoffs when if he would have just shot a 3, they would have won that game or won the series. I think that was 2 or 3 years ago. But I just want to be able to hit the 3. That's all. And if I want to shoot deeper, then that's what the takeover is for. This is all you need. Like with that 83 point and a great jump shot with that 91 mid-range, you're going to be able to knock down. Like, you ain't gonna have no problems, and you got 24 badges. But even if you go down to the 78, you still gonna be knocking down. If you ain't shooting too many corner threes, then you might as well just go down to that 78. But if you want to have that 24th badge without having to add extra badges to get to that 24, then, you know, be my guest, go ahead and go to that 80. But at this point, if you increase your 3 anymore, you're not getting any more badges except for your limitless range, because your mid-range is already so high. Now you can get to 30 badges if you go to that 93, but you see I'm already at a 97 overall, and I don't have any defense, and my physicals are not good. From this point, you need to see what you can do with your stamina, put it to an 88. It ain't bad, but for me, I ain't got no defense, so I would need some defense on my build. But with this build being the 6'3", I mean, you don't really need any defense. You can just hopefully have your teammates out there going crazy for you. And, I mean, you'll be able to do everything on offense when it comes to this build. And I literally just made this build with y'all, and it's really not bad. It's not a terrible build. I would definitely want to tweak some stuff, tweak some things before trying to test this build out and go out there. But yeah, man, that's the top 5 least important things to prioritize and the top 5 most important things to prioritize. And my honorable mentions was gonna be the perimeter defense, because perimeter defense is important if you want to build that can actually play some defense out there, because the higher your perimeter defense is, like, it really does make a difference. Now, some people go out there with little to no perimeter defense and they just use speed and acceleration. It helps if you have some defense where you can get clamps and you can actually get some body ups out there. Use ankle braces so you're not just getting crossed up and you falling all over the place every single time they do a little snatch back or something. And if you got to fight around screens, then it's going to help you to be able to fight around screens if you get your pick dodger. But the reason I didn't have it in my top 5 is because if you do play with a team, or, you know, you play 3s a lot, you play 5s a lot, you can get hit out there where you don't have to just play defense all the time, like the Knicks do with Jalen Brunson, stuff like that. So I couldn't put it in that top 5. And then the next 2, I'm gonna just put them together, is gonna be your speed and acceleration, because they are important. They definitely are important. But since you do get that gym rat, that can increase all of your physicals by 4. You're gonna get 4 extra attributes to your speed and acceleration regardless, as long as you get that. So you can lower your speed and acceleration a little bit more than you would with any other attribute up here. You know, that's why a lot of my builds be having lower than the 85 speed and lower than the 80 acceleration or something like that, just because I know I'm gonna be able to get 4 extra attribute points and it'll all even out in the end. You know, you don't have to have a speed demon out there, and if you do have a speed demon, then you're not gonna be able to do everything else that you want to do on the court. It does get annoying sometimes to be a little slower than builds that's got like Hall of Fame lightning launch or gold lightning launch, and you just can't keep up with them. But I mean, at that point, you just got to say, hey, you win some and you lose some, but you live to fight another day. So you just, you know, like I said, you take the good with the bad, you take the sour with the sad, and you just do what you got to do out there. Other than that, man, I hope y'all liked the video. I hope that this was helpful for y'all. I hope this was informative, educational. We went back to school on this day, man. I just wanted to be able to help y'all out. I drop all these builds, but I wanted to kind of get y'all in the mind of the build chef, man, and show y'all what I'm thinking whenever I'm making my builds, and how I'm able to make my builds the way I do, and why I do them the way that I do them. So man, if you like the video, I would really appreciate you clicking that like button, hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that bell so you're notified when I drop my next video, and make sure you drop a comment on the video, man. Let me know what y'all think about this. Let me know that I help y'all out, and shoot, let me know what my next video should be. If it should be a build video, if it should be, you know, some type of a jump shot video. I haven't dropped any jump shots for real. Just y'all feel free to drop a comment and let me know what my next video should be. If I get 1 comment, that's probably gonna be the video. If I get multiple, then if y'all drop likes on that comment, then we'll see what happens, man. But I definitely want to be able to meet y'all's requests, man. I love when y'all comment and give me more build ideas or video ideas, because that takes my work out of having to think about what the next video is gonna be. So I appreciate y'all for staying this far. Make sure you put your faith in Jesus. Make sure you have that relationship with Jesus Christ, because he loves us. He wants us to trust him. He wants us to just love him. He wants us to just seek him for everything that we need. He wants us to just lay our problems at his feet. He wants to fight our battles for us. And most of all, he wants to give us salvation and eternal life, because he came to give us life and life more abundantly. So I'll just leave y'all with that, man. I appreciate y'all, and I'm out. But I know you see these videos popping up, man. You got one on the right, you got one on the left. Take your pick, click one, but don't leave this video without clicking one of them. All right, I'm out.